I'm Ginu Joseph, Editor-in-Chief of Modern Plastics TV. As the media tour, part of our media tour, we are here in Rajkot at Rajoo Engineers, which is known for excellence in extrusion for many decades. Here with me is Ms.Khushboo Doshi and Mr. Sunil Jain. We are going to talk about Rajoo Engineers. Ms. Khushboo Doshi, could you please tell our viewers something about your background and how did you, what was the journey of yours and how did you join the family business?
Thank you, Ginu Joseph ji, for giving us an opportunity to talk to the industry about ourselves. So it's an interesting question. Why am I here? Would love to answer that. Joined in way back in 2007 after finishing my bachelor in architecture, and then also worked as an architect in Bangalore. After that, in 2004, when I finished my bachelor, I went to Germany with my father to visit K 2004, and that's where I got inspired that there is a lot which can be done even if my education background is different. So I thought about pursuing my industrial product designing in 2004. So I got into university in UK and completed my master's in industrial product designing and joined the business. When I joined, I was looking after marketing and communication, and then I started looking after sales service and also started management of human capital. In between, I have also taken a course from IIM Bangalore about the family business management, which really helped me to understand the business and family, which are two different things, but at the same time, when it comes to a family business, it is a very important criteria to have a synergy between business and family, which I learned from IIM Bangalore, and now today working as the executive director of the company and also looking after aftermarket business and business development as far as the strategy of the market is concerned.
Ms. Doshi, it is good to know about your education and background, and I'm sure this is helping you in managing the family business. Could you please tell our viewers about Rajoo Engineers, its product range, and how do you see, and as a woman entrepreneur, you're working with the team, how you are working, how you manage your home and business?
Okay, that I would not say that everything is perfect in life. There are ups and downs and bumps, and especially being a female in the business, you have many hats to wear and then many roles to play. So today I'm not only a businesswoman, but of course first of all I'm a daughter, then sister and daughter-in-law, wife and a mother, which is the biggest responsibility, I would say, and biggest joy of life, I can say. So there are many things which is there in life, and as a female, one has to cope up with everything to be in the business. It won't give us an excuse from the responsibilities which we have as a female. So, but the good thing is when we say कि हर एक सक्सेसफुल आदमी के पीछे एक लड़ी का हाथ रहता है, in my case it is totally different. So for my all the success, there are probably many men in life who are really supporting me at every stage of the journey. And yes, with a lot of support from family, and the colleagues. I mean, I would say that being in the family business, I am blessed with such a team of professionals who are now more like a family and still running the business as a professional. They are helping me to, stand in the market and probably holding my hands where I could not reach easily, but then they have been the support to me. So all the members, my father-in-law, my uncles, my brothers, my husband, my son, and my mentor. So all of them are helping me to and pushing me to go ahead. When I mean, there were stages in the life where you feel down or you feel low about the certain situation, but then these are the male members of my life who keep me going, keep pushing me about the industry. And whenever I feel that, oh, now I'm not able to make it, they're always there to hold my hand. So it is very important when to have support from the family and of course from the company. About Rajoo Engineers, it's a 32 years company. We are into manufacturing of plastic extrusion machinery, and started with a small village in Gujarat. And in 1994, we shifted our facility to the place where we are here today. And the facility is spreaded in 5 acres of a land. As far as the product line is concerned, we are into manufacturing of blonde film line right from mono to 9. And we are also into manufacturing of sheet extrusion system along with the post-processing, which is a thermoformer. And we are also having a joint venture company called Rajoo Bausano Extrusion Private Limited. That is a joint venture between Bausano, which is Italian company, and Rajoo Engineers. We started the operation in 2010, and now it is a separate entity, especially catering into the Indian market for all the machinery which is related to PVC and extrusion. So with that company, we are also offering PVC pipe plants, granulation line, WPC and PVC foam board equipments.
Nice to know about the latest developments happening and which is keep going Rajoo's brand image across the globe. I remember once I was in Taiwan, I asked somebody who is your biggest competitor, and that fellow said Rajoo Engineers. So yeah, and I was so excited, that when somebody says one company from India is the competitor for them, and they said that the reason is, I don't know how they could able to give the service support, and they appreciated your service. And Mr. Sunil Jain is the mentor not only for you, for many in the industry. Somehow whenever we stuck somewhere, we go or call him and ask him many things, suggestions. He's always support everyone in the industry, a person in need. Mr. Jain, welcome to Modern Plastics TV again, and it is my pleasure to see you again here with Khushboo. Could you please tell us the latest innovation which is happening in your company and some details about the latest news, what is going to happen?
Good afternoon, Ginu. Thanks to Modern Plastics TV for being here. Before I answer your question, let me talk a little bit about being a part of a family business. I've been associated with this company now for close to 22 years, and I've seen the company growing, and I've seen the children growing. It's a very classic example how professionalism and family business blend together. And I can say very clearly the kind of support and cooperation I'm getting from the second generation is really propelling the company forward. And that's the responsibility which people like us who've been in this business for a very long time carry on their shoulders to take the company to the next step. So it's really a pleasure to be a part of this company. Coming back to your specific question, let me start off with a breaking news. we have come up with a new product called extrusion coating and lamination lines. It is a blend of plastic processing and converting industry. And we've always felt the need that in the converting industry, in the packaging industry, there is a demand for extrusion coating and lamination machines. So we decided to get into this product. And we've done a unique cooperation in this particular product. Our strength is extrusion. And we wanted to join hands with a partner who's strong in converting. So I have pleasure in announcing today that we have joined hands with Kohli Industries, which is again a leading name in printing and converting industry in the country. So you have blends of two topmost technologies in the country, with Rajoo coming up with hot parts, the heating system, which means the extruders, the die, and the laminating unit, and the converting unit, which is the winders and web handling, will come from Kohli Industries. A third alliance which we have forged, which I'm happy to announce today, is that the selling of extrusion coating and laminating line will be done by a company called Multigraph, which is a part of Manugraph Industries, which are world leaders in offset equipment. So Multigraph will be selling the extrusion coating laminating lines within the country. So the selling rights are with this company. And the reason why we went into this kind of a cooperation is that Multigraph and Kohli are very strong in the printing and lamination industry, and we are very strong in the blown film industry. So we wanted to reach out to this converting industry, and we found this is the best alliance. So a trinity has been formed of a hot part manufacturer, a converting industry manufacturer, and a marketing company for converting machines. So this is the latest thing, breaking news as I would call it, which I'm sure will shake the industry, because this kind of an alliance has never happened in the Indian industry before.
It is wonderful to know the latest breaking news. As you said, it is a new triangle or trinity venture which will definitely support the industry, and all the three companies are pioneer and known in the industry for many years, many decades, and I'm sure it will be a successful venture for the industry and a special support for the industry. Now, one more question I'm going to ask you is, as there are plastic ban coming across the country, disposable, one-time use, I don't know the names what the corporations and the government use, disposable, one-time use, or I don't know. But how do you see how we can cope up with the current situation, and what we can do to support this in recycling?
This is a highly political question, but I will mince no words in sharing my views. You see, the first thing everyone needs to understand is there's no substitute for plastics world over. People are talking about reducing plastics, people are talking about waste management of plastics, but no one is talking about banning single-use plastics. The problem in our country, again, as I've said, it's a political statement, they find the easy way out. That if you can't manage it, ban it. But the demand is not taken care of. There is no substitute. So the focus has to be more on waste management, waste segregation at source. And the industry is fully geared, whether it is Rajoo engineers or whether it is the brand owners, everyone is fully ready to recycle, reuse, and reduce. So these are the 3 R's which are very important, and the industry is ready. And after the ban was imposed, specifically the one in Maharashtra, we are now finding that there's no substitute. There's a demand coming up again because there's no substitute. It's not easy to implement any regulation in India unless it is well thought of and it is handled at the grassroots level. So I'm very positive about the growth of the plastic industry, because there is simply no choice. Yes, we have a responsibility towards recycling. We have a responsibility to see that the pollution being caused by the plastic industry is reduced to the minimum level. Yes, the industry has a responsibility. There's certain rules. For example, the government came up with a regulation that you should not use 10 micron carry bags. But the fact is people used it. And so we as an industry also have to be responsible to follow certain rules and regulations. Otherwise, these kind of things are going to happen. But I'm quite positive that it will be handled. The industry will grow and solutions will be found to handle the situation as it is today.
It is wonderful to know in depth about Raju and your opinion on recycling and waste management. Now my question will be, as you know, the several years serving in the industry, I saw some difference. How you are different than others and how you could able to create a niche and different from others. Could you please tell us, our viewers, about this?
Infrastructure, nimble organization, and a very flat structure, which is very different from the industries around the world. The second thing, important thing, which we need to understand, in the plastics industry, whether it's a machinery industry or whether it's a processing industry, all over the world, most of it is family business. Generations to generations, it is passed on. So it's the same thing is happening in Raju Engineers. The important aspect is a successful blend of family attitudes, family culture with the professional system, the way the company runs. So this is a very fine blend and strengths of both the aspects are fully utilized. And your question about how Raju is different. Raju has always believed in bringing new technologies to the country. Earlier in life, we understood the technologies, we adapted those technologies and improvised them to suit the Indian conditions, to make them more affordable. So whether it is blown film industry or whether it is a sheet extrusion industry, if you go through our website, you'll find there's so many of firsts which happened not only in the country, it happened in Asia and some of them even in the world. So we understand this business, we understand the requirement of the developing countries, and that's how we adapt ourselves. Later on in life, we realized that yes, there are certain technologies which if we develop on our own, it's going to take time. So we went into partnerships with global leaders for expanded polystyrene. We entered into a partnership with Commodore of the US for joint ventures. For the PVC segment, we went into a joint venture with Raju Bazano. Then we have a partnership with a Dutch company for sheet extrusions. That's the way we've been now imbibing technologies to cut short the development period. Another pioneering effort we've done in the Asian, I would say it is in the Asian continent, we came up with a concept of what we call the Raju Innovation Center. Raju Innovation Center is a unique concept where we have made investment in terms of a 7-layer blown film line, a 5-layer sheet extrusion line, where we offer to the industry the latest in technology. People can come and experience what is happening in the world right here in Rajkot. We emphasize on skill development. There's a virtual shortage, not virtual, a real shortage of skilled manpower in our industry. We train people. Recently, we did a course for Indian Oil. A group of people came in and we exposed them to extrusion. We do capacity support in the sense that some of our customers, the machine is down for whatever reason, we supply film to them. We do development work, trying out new grades of polymers. And another important aspect where Raju Innovation Center contributes, we've come up with a new design, whether it's a screw or a oscillating hollow or a die. We cannot take it to a customer and try those things out. So here we have a system where we can do whatever we want at our time span. And recently we've done another innovation. I think probably it's the first time it's happening in the industry. The 7-layer line which we have built is a combo line. I can run it as a 5-layer, I can run it as a 7-layer. I can run it as a 7-layer barrier film line, and we can run it as a non-barrier POD line for 5-layer. So it's a great amount of flexibility. So the whole idea is that whatever the industry wants and whatever we think is the future, we can develop in the Raju Innovation Center. It's right here in Rajkot, and I would request you to also visit Raju Innovation Center. It's a concept which the industry needed, and now it's live and working for last 2 years.
Mr. Sunil Jain, thank you so much for giving so much of detailed information for the viewers. Now my next question will be to Ms. Khushboo Doshi. As the company's growth is happening continuously, how do you see Rajoo Engineers Limited in coming 5 years or down the line 5 years? And what message you want to give it to the industry?
Currently, we are supplying our machinery to 65 plus countries. All those are developing economy. And some of the machines we also have supplied in a developed countries like Spain and Germany and some other part of the Europe. The future now, I think we can say that we are totally geared up for driving the next phase of growth. We have an innovation center, as Mr. Jain talked about it. We have now enough manpower, skilled manpower, I would say. Today, Rajoo Engineers is a family of 500 skilled people. We have enough manpower. We have machines which can support our technological development. Recently, we added 3 different DMG machines for better machining and better quality. We have also incorporated some tooling center from Italy for making screws and barrel. So if I have to say that as far as the infrastructure, manpower and technology is concerned, we are fully geared up to offer our machine in European countries as well at an affordable price level. In next 5 years, we see more machines going to the developed economy as well, and I'm sure that we would be able to have more market penetration with this kind of a strategy. We are also looking for some more partners as far as future technology is concerned. And as Mr. Jain rightly mentioned, that rather than reinventing a wheel, our focus would be wherever the wheel is, we would be able to bring those wheels to the Indian doorstep. So inorganically and organically, Rajoo Engineers is fully geared up to take the next leap.
It is great to know in detail about the growth and going to happen as well as the previous growth. What message you both would like to give it to the industry?
If I say in one line, I would say the future is bright. Look up, stand up and shine. The industry is going to grow, whether within the country or overseas. The Make in India is becoming very important. And we as Rajoo Engineers currently are exporting about 40% of our turnover, and that will increase. Domestic industry is going up. Even if we talk about the ban and the negative sentiment, the fact of life is that the growth of plastics continues to grow. So stand up and shine. And that is the message I'd like to give to the industry.
Most of the family business getting decline when the third generation or a second generation comes into the picture. So it is very critical to have that kind of a sustainability, and at the same time you have a team of professionals. We at Rajoo Engineers are committed to have both of them, and today we have a right mixture of experienced professional who brings a lot of expertise on the board, and also we do have members from second generation family side where they have enthusiasm to reach at the greater heights. So my message to the industry is that in India also there are a lot of businesses which are owned and run by family. And to survive in that beyond second generation, one has to put up a lot of efforts as far as system and planning is concerned. And family business has a lot of, I would say, a strength rather than the companies which are run by only professionals. So having the right mixture is a fortune, and to have it sustained in a future is what we are aiming, and that is what all family business should aim for. So another message for female entrepreneurs. There are very less female in a plastic industry, I would say, and I see a lot of scope for all kind of females, and be it in engineering or be it in a processing, there is a lot of scope for female to get a recognition. So my message to all the female viewers, if anyone is looking for that kind of a career growth in a plastic industry, Rajoo Engineers would be having an open door policy, and one can get in touch with any of us, and we would like to take it forward. Thank you.
Finally, the right answer: woman empowerment and the family taking care of the next generation business, along with Stand Up and Shine. We wish you all the success for your future endeavors, and excellence in Rajoo will continue. Thank you so much for being with Modern Plastics TV. Have a wonderful time.